Salakia. We was having a little technical difficulties. All right. But Shalom. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, Atlanta. The title for the class is The History of the Other Nations. You understand? Of course, you know, the Bible, we all know that the Bible is the book of life. We all know that the Bible, you understand? The Bible, it explains a lot of things in depth. You understand? And more importantly, it explains where all these nations come from. You understand? It explains where all these nations come from. I don't know no other book on the earth that can go into detail about the explanation of where all these other nations come from. You understand? Now, if you have any questions, comments or concerns, of course, you know, just say Salakia. You know, and if you got any questions online, just go ahead and type your questions. Then, you know, we're going to get to it, you know, when we have the time. All right? But we're going into depths about the history of these other nations. And we're going to start, and most of it is in Genesis. You understand? We got all these books of the Bible on that. You can find majority of the history of these other nations in Genesis. You understand? When everything's being formed, when everything's being made. All right? So we're going to get into one of these nations. We're going to start with, let's start with Esau. You understand? The Bible explains, of course, for you that don't know who Esau is according to the Bible, Esau is the so-called white man. And we say so-called because the term white man is just like a term, just letting you know who these people are in today's term, in today's name. But their biblical name is Esau because they're the children of Esau. There was a man named Esau. You understand? That was Jacob's brother, the son of Isaac. You understand? And this is his children. All right? Give me 1 second. All right, we're going to start. Let's go to Genesis chapter 25, verse 21. Let's start at verse 20. Let's start at verse 20. Genesis chapter 25, verse 20. All right? Go ahead and read. What you need? Huh? Oh yeah. Go ahead, take your time. That's why you need a Bible. You know what I'm saying? Technology, you gotta need to get you a Bible. Huh? Genesis chapter 25, verse 20. Let me get that for you real quick. It's still low. All right. Huh? All right. That's why I encourage everybody to, you know, so we all got these fancy phones, got these fancy iPhone 12s and Androids and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we got to go back to the fundamentals. The fundamentals is the Bible. You understand? We got to read them scriptures. You got to study them scriptures. The scriptures say, show thyself approved. We got to study them scriptures. You gotta study the Bible. You understand? Just like a man study warfare, a man also gotta study that Bible like he studied warfare. You understand? All right. Genesis chapter 25, verse 20. Let's get it.
Come. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 20. And Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethuel, the Assyrian.
Bethuel,
the Assyrian, of Panaram, the sister to Laban, the Syrian.
Right. Keep going.
Verse 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife. because she was barren.
So Isaac went to the Most High, prayed to the Most High and asked the Most High, to do something about his wife because his wife was barren. What does it mean when a woman is barren? That means she can't have no children. All right, keep going.
And the Lord was entreated of him.
All right.
And Rebekah, his wife, conceived.
So the Lord answered. Answer Isaac. You understand? He answered his prayers, and he gave him, children. She conceived. It says right here, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived. Keep going.
Verse 22. And the children struggled together within her.
All right. It says the children struggled together within her. You know how sometimes when women when women pregnant one night, they can feel the kicking and the of the child that's inside her belly. You know what I'm saying? But these are two children. You understand? That's in her baby, in her belly. It says the children, not child, the children struggled together within her, meaning they was in there, fighting. You understand? Keep going. And these children in her belly fighting, you understand? It's synonymous for something. Keep reading.
And she said, if it be so, why I am dust.
All right, keep going.
And she went to inquire of the Lord.
You understand? She said she went to the Lord to inquire why is her children struggling in her womb, in her belly. You understand? Of course, you know what I'm saying? She's going to the Lord to see what's going on. All right? Because she was, of course, a woman would, will feel all these movements in one night, going inside her belly one night. They go to the doctor. They go to the prenatal person to figure out what's going on with what's in her stomach. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 23. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
What did the Lord say?
2 nations are in thy womb.
All right, keep going.
And 2 manner of people.
2 what?
2 manner of people.
It says, you understand? This is what the Lord told Rebekah. The Lord told Rebekah that 2 nations are in thy womb. These are 2 different completely people. This is 2 different nations. You understand? Keep going.
Shall be separated from thy bowels.
You understand? And it says 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. That's the key word right there. The key word is separated. You understand? It didn't say that they're going to be together as one people. It says that these are 2 manner of different people that will be separated from within her bowels. Keep going.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
You understand? It's telling you flat out. It says one people. Slaggy, the door. Yeah, just you got your phone working now?
Oh.
All right. It says one people will be stronger than the other people. Now, of course, we all know that the Israelites are stronger than white people. We know that. You understand? They can't do nothing better than us. You understand? They can't do nothing better than us. All right? Keep going.
And the elder shall serve the younger.
It says the elder shall serve the younger. All right? This is the history of the nation of the Edomites. You understand? It says the older. First it said one people shall be stronger than another people. We know who that is. It says the older shall serve the younger. We know who that is. You understand? Who came out first? Who came out first between Jacob and Esau? Who came out first? Go ahead, Trooper Kashan. Esau came out first. That's why it said the older shall serve the younger. Esau was the older brother. You understand? In traditions back then in them days, in the Bible days, whoever was the oldest would have all of the benefits. You know what I'm saying? Would have everything passed down from the father. You understand? And the younger ones was mostly just asked out, Salaki. You understand? Of course, they would have some type of benefits, but all of the benefits was passed down to the eldest son. The son will be the next in line to run the family. You understand? So Esau was supposed to, if everything was supposed to go, you know what I'm saying, how everything was supposed to went, Esau was supposed to get all the blessings. Esau was supposed to, you know what I'm saying, get the kingdom of heaven. But the Lord didn't want it that way. You understand? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Would it be fair if we said, like, I know we use the term that the woman is a weaker vessel.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be fair if we said that Esau really was a weaker vessel, or would it be best the woman just keep that title?
You understand? Why would you say that the woman is a weaker vessel? Because of what his mother did to help Jacob obtain all the blessings. You know what I'm saying? Like, when she did try to make him look like Esau and stuff. Because
put the hair on him.
I mean, no, you can't. I mean, of course the scriptures say that the woman is a weaker vessel, but and particularly not in that case. Of course, we all know that Rebecca loved Jacob more. You understand? People in this world think, they like, I love all my children the same. No, sometimes you're gonna have a child that's outshines the other children, and that might be your favorite child. You love all the children. You understand? You love all the children, but you got that one child that, that just captivates you, that exceeds your expectations. You understand? Like, for example, my brother, my younger brother, he was a favorite child. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he had good things going for him and all that. He was the favorite child. Even though my mother wouldn't admit it. She wouldn't admit that. You know what I'm saying? But, it's nothing wrong with that, having a favorite child. You understand? Nothing wrong with that. You love all your children. You know what I'm saying? But, it's just something about this child. She's going to do great things. You understand? So, that's what Rebecca did. Rebecca loved Jacob. You know what I'm saying? She loved Esau too, but she loved Jacob. And then what she wanted to do, she wanted him to get the blessings. Now, it was all of this was planned by the Lord. The Lord wanted everything to happen the way it did. You understand? So, of course, Rebecca, she put fur all on Jacob's arms, you know what I'm saying, to make him feel like Esau. Because, of course, Isaac, he was, kind of weak in the eyes. He was kind of going kind of blind. You understand? So, made him look like Esau, made him feel like Esau. And then, I guess he got the blessing. You understand? Of the firstborn child. But that's going back because Esau, we're gonna read in read in here. Go ahead, keep reading. We're gonna read. Go ahead.
Come. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 23.
Right.
And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
Right.
And 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
Right.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
Right.
And the elder shall serve the younger.
So we getting that all out the way. This is already being prophesied right now. You know what I'm saying? This is what the Lord wanted. The elder's going to serve. One people's going to be stronger than the other people. We know who that is. That's us. That's Israelites. We're going to be stronger than Esau. You understand? The nation of Edom. The older shall serve the younger. We know that Esau was the older brother. He's going to serve the younger brother, which is Jacob. Meaning today too. In the kingdom of heaven, white people is going to serve us. Keep reading.
Come, verse 24. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb.
She found out when her days was fulfilled. What does it mean when it said her days was fulfilled? Go ahead.
Meaning she gave birth.
She was ready to give birth. It says her days was fulfilled. You know what I'm saying? She's ready to give birth. Keep going. And she said, and it said, behold. Meaning like, look, it's twins was in her womb. That's why they were struggling. You know what I'm saying? He had 2 manner of different people inside your womb, struggling. You understand? It said it was twins. Keep going.
Come. Verse 25. And the first came out red.
It came out what?
Red.
What?
Red.
Came out red. You know what I'm saying? Now, white people history will not, you know what I'm saying? They like to say that the red man was the Native Indians. They call them red men. You know what I'm saying? As an insult, they even got the team. You know what I'm saying? What's the team called? The Redskins. And the what's the logo? What's the logo of? A Native American Indian. But the real red man is the white man. You understand? Because what Thumbia be saying? He's the pink man. You understand? Thumbia saying that he the pink man. Yeah, because he is the natural red man. You understand? So like anybody has something to say?
This young man Erskine checking in.
Oh yeah, what's going on? What's going on?
Everything's suave, sir.
All right, Most High Christ. We're talking about the history of the nations. You understand?
God, will come.
All right. If you got any questions, just say Salaki and we get to your question. All right. So
God,
yeah.
will come.
All right. Most High Christ. So the real red man are Esau, because of course they get angry in one night. They get too cold, they get too hot or whatever. They turn red. Go ahead.
If I may, from every movie, every hospital I've ever been in,
Right.
when a white baby is born, when that child come out screaming and wailing, that child is just ready to walk behind.
Man, he's completely red.
He's completely apple red.
Completely red. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it too. He's completely red. Keep going.
Con. And the first came out red, all over like an hairy garment.
Why did it describe this first child to come out all red like a hairy garment? Why is it describing that? It's describing because Esau is a hairy beast, man. He's a hairy dude. You know what I'm saying? Without the Gillette razor, you don't see it now because they got the Gillette razor, they got the shaving cream and the all this stuff to keep the hair down to the minimum. But if Esau let that hair grow, and I've seen it, you know what I'm saying? I've seen movies and whatnot, where white man, you let the hair grow and stuff, and you can see it puffing all out their chest, and just that back hair, arm. You can look at their arms are super hairy. You understand? Legs super hairy, everywhere super hairy. You know what I'm saying? This says that Esau came out red all over like a hairy garment. This child was born with hair, hairy, being super duper hairy. Go ahead.
And it seems more like they gave his description because he was abnormal.
Right.
He wasn't more of a natural baby than what
Right.
Jacob looked like when he came out.
Right.
Maybe even different from his mom and dad.
Right.
He was just an abnormal child. The reason why they described him and didn't have to really describe Jacob at that point.
Exactly. You understand? We was going to get right to that. Why do you think the scripture didn't describe Jacob? The scripture didn't describe Jacob because he looked like everybody else. He was normal. He was a normal looking baby. It described Esau in this detail because he came, like you said, he came out abnormal. He came out looking different from the rest of everybody. Everybody looked, melanated, looked the same. Esau came out red. You know what I'm saying? It says red all over like a hairy garment. You understand? So yeah, just keep going.
Come. And they called his name Esau.
And it's called his name what?
Esau.
Esau. Keep going.
Verse 26. And after that came his brother out. And his hand took hold on Esau's heel.
What does it mean? What is this synonymous when the scripture said that when Jacob came out after, it says, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel. What's that synonymous for? Let me get precepts. Precepts, Officer Napashkaya. What's the precept to that? Go ahead.
I was on like paraphrasing about how the other nations, like Esau, he in control right now, but once we in control, the other nations gonna follow in righteousness, God.
Well, you own to it. You understand? You own to it. When y'all speak here, y'all speak loud. Speak with power. Speak with authority. We're all men in here. We're men of the Lord up in here, man. Men of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? They talk all soft, man. Talk with some power. All right?
Come.
So I'm gonna give y'all the precept for time's sake. I'm gonna give y'all the precept. Give me 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. No, 2nd Ezra 6 and 8. 6 and 7. 2nd Ezra 6 and 7. We're gonna start from there. 6 and 7.
Con. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 7.
So water your face.
Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times?
Go ahead.
Or when shall be the end of the first?
All right. Read that from the top one more time. Shalaki, read that from the top.
Con. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times?
It says, what shall be the parting asunder of times? What is that talking about? It's talking about when shall the next time begin? You know what I'm saying? Of course, you got different, that's why it's time periods. It's different time periods. You had the Babylonian time period. You had the Assyrian time period. You had the Greek and the Roman time period. You understand? When is the next time period going to occur? Keep going.
Con. Or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth?
You understand? It says, or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth? Keep going. He's going to answer that question.
Con. Verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
See, he just answered the question. The question was, when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth? It says, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, born of Isaac, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. That's telling you that the kingdom of heaven is going to be right after the kingdom of Esau. Right now, this is the kingdom of Esau. You understand? Put some water in your face. This is the kingdom of Esau. You understand? The kingdom of Esau, right after this, is going to be the kingdom of kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of niggas, the kingdom of black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. All right, keep reading.
Verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world.
For what?
Esau is the end of the world.
Now, come on, man. Now, Christians will say Esau is the end of the world. What the world going to blow up? No, it's not talking about that. The world is not going nowhere. The earth is not going anywhere. The only thing that changed on the earth is the time periods. The only thing that changed on the earth is rulership of the heaven and hell. That's the only thing that changes on the earth. One people's going to be in heaven, and another people's going to be in hell. That's the only thing that's going to change upon this earth. Keep going.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
And Jacob's the what?
The beginning of it that followeth.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. After the white man's kingdom, which we are in today, which is crumbling down thanks to the Most High God, is crumbling down right now.
That's right.
We ain't got too long. Once this kingdom crumbles down, the next kingdom is going to follow after me. That's the synonymous between Jacob's heel, Jacob holding on to Esau's heel as they're coming out the womb. You know what I'm saying? It's Esau coming out first, meaning his kingdom got to be first, and then Jacob's heel grabbing his head. That means Jacob, the kingdom of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, the kingdom of heaven is coming next. All right, keep going.
Come on. Verse 10. The hand of man is betwixt the heel and the hand. Other question. Ezra's asked thou not.
You understand? It says the hand of man is betwixt the heel and the hand. You know what I'm saying? Meaning the next kingdom was coming. You know what I'm saying? Once it get down to Esau's foot, Jacob's hand is just synonymous that what I just said previously. That the kingdom of heaven is right after the kingdom of Esau. All right? Let's go back to Genesis chapter 25. 25 and 27.
Come. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 27. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter.
All right. It said what? It says Esau is a what?
Esau was a cunning hunter.
Esau was a very cunning hunter. This kid knew how to hunt. This kid knew how to hunt. What do you think? How do you think white people today are such good hunters? They in the wilderness hunting lions and elephants and giraffes and bears and stuff like that. Putting them as trophies, using them as wall pieces, using them as carpets. You understand? These white people are cunning hunters. These are some good hunters. Keep going.
Come. A man of the field.
A what?
A man of the field.
He was a man of the field. He liked being outdoors. He was an outdoorsman. That's what they would call it today. He was an outdoorsman. What do you think? White people love staying outdoors, sleeping in tents and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get me wrong. I like to do that too. I like outdoors too, but not on the level Esau like to do it. They'll sleep out there in the tents in the woods for about three weeks to a month, trying to catch something. You know what I'm saying? Catch a game or whatnot. Try to find that wild boar. You know what I'm saying? Try to kill that wild. You know, they do that. They natural outdoorsmen. Keep going.
Come. And Jacob was a plain man.
It says Jacob was a plain man. What does it mean when the Bible said Jacob was a plain man? Go ahead, officer.
So small. That means, you know what I'm saying, we just like to chill. You know what I'm saying? We just do it in the chill, like to chill, you know what I'm saying? Like right now, we like to sit down, play the Xbox, you know what I'm saying, the PlayStation, watch TV. You know, watch TV. Don't get it twisted, you know what I'm saying? We can, you know what I'm saying?
Right, keep going.
We're a warrior race out here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Esau's a hunter race. That's why he had to go out in the field, stay there days and wait for a bow arrow gun to kill an animal.
Right.
We just chill, you know what I'm saying? Sure, we go out there to do our business, be home, chill with our women.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know how we do it. We like to chill, pretty much.
All right, yeah. Look, and you was absolutely right. Everything that you just said was absolutely correct. We a plain man. Jacob was a plain man. You know what I'm saying? Read that last part. It says Jacob's a plain man, what?
Dwelling in tents.
Dwelling in tents. Like you said, we like to sit in the crib. We like to chill. We sit in the crib, we chill, play the Xbox. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you got a PlayStation, right?
PlayStation.
Yeah, you got a PlayStation. You said Xbox. I like to play the Xbox. You know, I like to chill in the house, play the Xbox, get something to eat. You know, just relax, kick up my feet. You know what I'm saying? That's what Jacob was. Jacob was just someone that liked to chill in the house. Chill in the house, kick up his feet. You know what I'm saying? He go outside every now and then, but, you know, just have a good time in the house. We homebodies. Jacob was a homebody. Look, I'm a homebody too. We all homebodies.
Right.
We know how to go outside and kick it and have a good time, but ain't nothing like coming back home, putting your feet on that couch, you know what I'm saying, kicking up, watching the Three Stooges or whatever you like to watch. You know, I used to watch, I used to stay up and watch the Three Stooges with my grandma, you know what I'm saying. She used to put me on all them shows, you know what I'm saying. I used to watch Svengoolie, you know what I'm saying, the Three Stooges, you know what I'm saying, Mo, Curly, and Larry slapping each other across the face. That was funny. That was funny to me, see three white people just act goofy and just slap each other across the face. Do some stupid stuff, you know what I'm saying? That was enjoyment to me. Yes, I used to watch all them shows, you know what I'm saying? What was that one show? I think it was Svengoolie. That's what it was called, Svengoolie. No, that one that was in a, what was that show that was the dude, the creepy dude, the creeper, not creeper, but what was that show called?
It's like the Addams Family.
No, I used to watch that too, the Addams Family, but it was a show that come on. This dude come out of the coffin and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's Svengoolie. That was his, huh?
I thought it was on Dark Shadows.
No, not Dark Shadows. It's Svengoolie. But yeah, keep reading.
Come. Verse 28.
Uh huh.
And Isaac loved Esau.
And what?
And Isaac loved Esau.
Right. Keep going.
Because he did eat of his venison.
Isaac loved Esau, you know what I'm saying? Because guess what? Esau going out there and hunting. And he brought back deer. He brought back meat. He brought back that venison. Venison is deer meat, and it's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? That's lawful. You can eat that. You can eat deer meat. You know what I'm saying? And Isaac ate that. He said, "Hey, I love you." Esau loved. He loved that. He loved that. He ate that tenderloin. He was good. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
But Rebekah loved Jacob.
Rebekah loved Jacob. All right, keep going.
Verse 29. And Jacob sought pottage. Salakia. And Esau came from the field, and he was faint.
And he was what?
Faint.
Keep going.
Verse 30. And Esau said unto Jacob, Salakia. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with the same red pottage.
Right. And you know what I'm saying? You know, Esau was in the field, you know, doing what Esau do, hunting. You know what I'm saying? Trying to catch something to eat. He didn't catch nothing. Unfortunately, he didn't catch nothing. He was fainting, meaning he was on the borderline of passing out because he was that hungry. Have you ever been somewhere you just haven't ate in a while? You just felt like you was gonna faint because you didn't eat. That's how he felt. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly how he felt. Keep reading.
For I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom.
Right. Keep going.
Where it says, for I am faint, therefore his name was called Edom. Edom, that's red, right?
Edom means red.
He was red.
He was red. He was about to faint because he was red. He was red. You know what I'm saying? You've been under the sun. Imagine this. Imagine this. He was under the sun all day hunting. You know what I'm saying? He was under the sun all day hunting. He didn't catch nothing. So he already hot. Ain't catch nothing to eat. He coming back to Jacob like, oh man, so he all red. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? That's why the Bible is the book of life. You understand? The Bible said, you understand, his name is Edom. He said, for I am faint, therefore his name was called Edom. Because this boy was red. Go ahead.
Verse 31. And Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright.
Ain't that like a black man? Ain't that like a black man trying to, you know, it's something that you need, one that they try to make a deal with you and stuff like that? You be like, man, look, let me get $10, man. I need $10 real quick, man. Please give me $10. You're like, all right, I give you $10, man, but give me 20 next week. You like, all right, give me that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, black man always trying to make a profit. You know, and that's what exactly he did. He made a profit. You know what I'm saying? He made a good one. An everlasting one. Keep going.
Salaki out of one. That's that terminology lick.
That's
People,
yeah.
I think that's a slang terminology that just came about.
Nah, that's
so
been,
in our history on records in our county, there was a treaty called the Buffalo Lick, and we used that. Oh, we're about to go ahead and make this quick lick right quick.
Right.
But the Buffalo Lick was a deal that was made down in Augusta, Georgia.
Right.
And they put it on a platform, a big rock down there where I live, and it was a big portion of land that the Creeks and stuff gave the white man.
Right.
As supposed to have been a deal.
Right.
You know, that treaty was broken too, and they ended up getting even more land than what they supposed to
Yeah.
But that terminology lick, that's kind of.
That's where it comes from, the term lick. Like, I'm here to lick. Yeah. Go ahead.
Verse 32. And Esau said, behold, I am the point, behold, I am at the point to die. And what profit shall this birthright do to me?
You understand? It says Esau, he said he had the point to die. He's at the point to die. He ain't got no food in his stomach, you know what I'm saying? He about to faint. He said he feel like he about to die. Have you ever heard somebody that come to you that was so hungry? That was like, man, look, I feel like I'm about to die, man. You know, that's how he feel. He come up to Jacob like, man, look, I'm about to die. Jacob like, send me your birthright. Go ahead.
Oh my God. And Jacob said, swear to me this day. And he swore unto him. And he sold his birthright unto Jacob.
Which was really stupid. You know what I'm saying? That was a whole crackhead deal right there. Y'all just witnessed the first crackhead deal that y'all ever heard in history right now. Y'all just witnessed the first crackhead deal. You know what I'm saying? Esau, if we would have kept his birthright, he would have obtained the kingdom of heaven, everlasting, forever, salvation, all of that. He would have had all of that. But he sold it for some pottage and some lentils. That was a crackhead deal right there. And Jacob was smart. He said, swear unto me. You know what I'm saying? White people can't get mad. I guess that's why white people still hate us to this day. That's why Esau hated Jacob. He wanted to kill him after his father died. He wanted to kill him after his father died. He wanted to kill him. You understand? Because he looked back on that crackhead deal like, man, damn, he got me, man. He ganked me for that, man. That was bogus. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, keep going.
Verse 34. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils. And he did eat and drink, and rose up, and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright.
You understand? That's the history of the white man. You understand? This. It says that he ate, he sat there, ate, drunk, you know what I'm saying? He just got up and he just left. He sold his birthright though. He got up, he said he despised his birthright after that. You understand? Yeah, I know you would despise your birthright. You just sold it. Go ahead. Who's that? Anybody want to say something on the call?
Fuck you, sir. If I may.
Yeah,
so
go ahead.
The birthright was never meant for Esau. Fuck you, sir.
Go ahead.
Man, Erskine.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so the birthright was never meant for Esau from the beginning, sir.
Wait, so you said it one more time?
So that birthright, it was never meant for Esau in the beginning, sir.
The birthright belonged to Esau in the beginning because he was the oldest. He was the oldest child. You know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, you know what I'm saying, back in history, you know what I'm saying, back in the Bible days, the older child, the oldest son would get the inheritance from the father. If the father died, then the next in line, the oldest, would get everything. He will be running the household next. You understand? So Esau, because he sold his birthright, you know what I'm saying, it went to Jacob. It skipped Esau, his birth, and went to Jacob. All right? So, you know, Esau was supposed to obtain the blessings, the kingdom of heaven, all of the good things that the Lord promised. But since he sold his birthright, Jacob obtained all of the promises and stuff like that. All right? All right, Most High Christ. That was the history of the white man right there. You understand? Now, let me see, for time's sake, let me see where we at. Time. All right, probably just squeeze a little bit, one more in. We're gonna get into the history of the nation of Moab and Ammon. You understand? Moab and Ammon. If you know what to look for, go ahead and get it. Let's go. Start at Genesis chapter 19, verse 30.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 19, verse 30. And Lot went up out of Zoar and dwelt in the mountain.
Okay. Now, you know, for time's sake, you know, so I'm gonna just give y'all the brief history. You understand? I'll just give y'all a quick brief history of what happened prior to what we about to read. Okay? Lot, you know what I'm saying? Of course, everybody know the story of Sodom and Gomorrah. These were cities that was plagued with homosexuality. Like today in Atlanta. You understand? these were cities that was plaguing with homosexuality and all types of evil and nasty wickedness. All right? Go ahead.
So Zor was a city, or was that the name of a mountain?
It says that, wait, hold on, Sluggy.
1930.
1930. And Lot went up out of Zor and dwelt. No. That was like a city. Zor was a city. It says that Lot went up out of Zor, meaning he left from that place and dwelt in the mountain. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't called a mountain. It was a city that he left, and he went to live in a mountain.
Come on.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So, of course, we all know the story of Sodom and Gomorrah. These was homosexual cities, plaguing with homosexuality. You understand? The Lord was already planning on to destroy the city. All right? But he saw, he looked, he sent angels. He sent 2 angels to go to the city and look, to get out whoever was righteous, to have them leave the city before the city was destroyed. All right? So, of course, they came in, angels came in, and then, of course, they already knew to go to Lot. So Lot was expecting them. He came in. There was a mob of homosexuals wanted to have sex with the angels. You know what I'm saying? So Lot led them into his house, his crib, locked the doors and whatnot. The mob, it was just an angry mob. Imagine just an angry mob of homosexuals outside wanting to just to rape anything, you know what I'm saying, that's walking. That's what this mob was. You understand? And then Lot was so righteous, you know what I'm saying, he was willing to give up his daughters to the mob, to do whatever to his daughters. You understand? Why? Because it's customary for someone that lives with you or abode and stand with you one night. You know what I'm saying? You take charge over the person that stand with you. For example, if you was to come into my house, you would be under my protection. Meaning that, hey, ain't nobody gonna mess with you without messing with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna let anything happen to you under my care. That's called hospitality. And brothers and sisters in the UPK show it all the time. You go to a brother's crib, you know what I'm saying? They feed you, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you need, you know what I'm saying? They make sure you protected, you good. You know what I'm saying? This is what Lot was doing with the angels. He was willing to sacrifice his daughters to the mob to protect these angels. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, now the plan was to destroy the city. Now they wanted to get Lot out. You know what I'm saying? At a certain time, the angels told Lot to go ahead, gather up what you need to gather up, and y'all leave. Leave the city. And the main thing was, do not look back. Well, when it was time to destroy the city, a lot of them left the city, but Lot's wife looked back, and she got turned to a pillar of salt. So, you know what I'm saying, they kept going, they ran to the city, Zor. You understand? They ran into the city Zor, and then from the city of Zor, they went up and dwelt in the mountain. All right? So now we are going, and we're reading from when they left Zor and they dwelling in the mountain. Go ahead and read.
And his 2 daughters with him, for he feared to dwell in Zor, and he dwelt in a cave. He and his 2 daughters.
Right.
Verse 31. And the firstborn said unto the younger, Our father is old, and there is not a man in the earth to come in unto us after the manner of all the earth.
So, you know what I'm saying? The daughter is saying this because they thinking that the world is coming to an end. They thinking that, you know what I'm saying, because since Sodom and Gomorrah got destroyed by the Lord, they thinking that, it's over. It's done. There's going to be no more men on the earth. That's it. You understand? So, you know what I'm saying? Which was wicked. This is so wicked. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading. Let the story go ahead and tell the story. Go ahead.
Come. Verse 32. Come, let us make our father drink wine, and we will lie with him, that we may preserve seed of our father.
You understand? It says, so the firstborn came up with an idea to have sex with her father. First, we're going to get him drunk with wine. You understand? It says we're going to have him drink wine, and then we're going to lie with him, that we may preserve seed of our father. Keep reading.
Verse 33. And they made their father drink wine that night. And the firstborn went in and lay with her father.
That is sickening. This is the first written record of incest. You understand? Incest. This is what this is. First record of it. Incest. Keep going.
And he perceived not when she lay down, nor when she arose.
So, man, this is sick. You know what I'm saying? Every time I read this story, it just makes me want to just puke in my mouth. You understand? So, you know what I'm saying? This daughter thought of a whole grand master plan to preserve her father's seed, to have sex with her father, get him drunk so he won't understand what's going on, because you think he would even consider this in his right mind? No. In his sober mind, he would probably beat the hell out of her, talking some nonsense like that. But that's why she said have him drink wine. So he probably drunk enough wine when he was just out of it. He probably was out cold. You know how you drink enough drink one night and you just pass out. Like you sleep. You sleep for hours. This is what's going on. They got their father drunk plenty of wine. He was asleep, and then she went in and did all the work. So that was it. All right, keep going. Yeah.
Wow. Thus, verse 36. Thus were both the daughters of Lot with child by their father.
Man, that is sick. It's like some Jerry Springer type stuff. You understand? This is the first record of Jerry Springer. You understand? But no, on a serious note, this is sickening. Both of his daughters was pregnant by him. Keep going.
And the firstborn bare a son, and called his name Moab.
Moab is who?
The firstborn son.
Who is Moab today?
The Chinese.
The Chinese. Keep going.
The same is the father of the Moabites unto this day.
Salakia.
So that's where that the squinting,
Yes.
Down syndrome,
Yes.
eyes came from. That
Yes.
incest.
That's exactly where it comes from. That's a product of incest. You know what I'm saying? Down syndrome, product of incest. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily all the time, but majority of the time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's why they walk around with the squinty eyes. You know what I'm saying? Their whole nation have it because it came from these Moab and Ammon, product of incest children. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That whole nation is an incest nation. That is disgusting. That is disgusting. That is sick. All right? Keep going.
Verse 38. And the younger, she also bare a son, and called his name
Ben-Ami.
Ben-Ami. The same is the father of the children of Ammon unto this day.
Right. Who's Ammon?
Japanese.
The Japanese. This is the history of Chinese and Japanese.
To this day, they still hate each other.
Until this day, they still don't like each other. You know what I'm saying? They fight each other all the time. You understand? All of the time. This is it. This is why. Well, before we, I keep going. Any questions? Any questions, comments, or concerns? Anybody in the chat, in the call? Any questions? Anybody in the chat? Any questions? I'm gonna give y'all a second real quick. Anybody got any questions? All right. Give y'all a second real quick. All right. If nobody don't have any questions or whatnot, we're gonna keep it moving. You understand? You got to understand the Bible. See, look, the Bible, like I said before, is a book of life. This Bible details the history of all these nations. I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Christians don't understand this book. Go ahead.
If I may,
Go ahead.
my whole life in the Christian church and going to different revivals, different multiple churches, even Pentecostal churches, I never heard not one pastor break down not one nation inside the Bible. Not Ammon, not Moab, not, Amalek, nobody, not one nation. And it's crazy that, people in the church won't even question it. If they see a scripture with a hard name in it or a hard word, they will overlook it. And nobody that I've ever seen or met take the time to hold up 1 second. I don't understand that name. Who is that person, or who is that man, or who is that nation? I've never heard nobody question a pastor, and knowing that I don't know. I'm pretty sure that nobody else in the congregation knows who these people is that the preacher talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But even him not even take the time, like, anybody understand? I've never known a preacher stop his sermon and try to break down anything about it.
Hey, you know what? I've never known that either. I've be going to church when not everybody just take face value of whatever the preacher say. He just keep going. He talking his sermon, you confused like a mug. You like, okay, well, I don't understand that, but okay, I'm pretty sure he's right. He just keep going with his sermon, not asking no questions. The best thing in the UPK, the best thing that you can ever do in the UPK is ask questions. We love it. We encourage questions. We encourage. We say that, look, don't listen to what we telling you. You do your own research. You formulate your own questions and whatnot, and you come and we'll answer your questions with the Bible. You understand? So at the end of the day, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's because you got to understand, your preachers are learning from white men. They go to theologian school where they study biblical history. And the white man ain't teaching them anything correct. You know what I'm saying? They're not teaching them that the white man is the devil. They're not teaching them who they really are according to the Bible. They're not teaching you that, you know what I'm saying, you the chosen people of God. They're going to tell you whatever they want to tell you. You understand? They're going to tell you that. They're going to tell you that Jesus is white. They're going to tell you that God is white. They're going to tell you that, you know what I'm saying, it's the Holy Trinity. They're going to teach you all the other bull stuff. And you know what? All of that is an extension of the Roman Catholic Church. We've been at war with the Roman Catholic Church since King James. Since King James. King James was at war with the Roman Catholic Church to preserve these records, to preserve the Apocrypha. You know what I'm saying? To preserve the Bible. You know what I'm saying? The Roman Catholic Church wanted to destroy all the Bibles. Why? Because they know that this is our history book. You understand? This is our history book. So they wanted to destroy it. But, thanks to you know what I'm saying, thanks to the first Most High in Christ, you know what I'm saying, King James hired scholars to transliterate the Bible. The Bible was written in, you know what I'm saying, of course, Hebrew, Dead Sea Scrolls. But then it got translated from, you know what I'm saying, Latin, Greek, English. Like, it got different, because guess what? There's Bibles in Mexico that's Spanish. Right. You know what I'm saying? There's Bibles that's Chinese. You know what I'm saying? There's brothers and sisters that live amongst Chinese people that read Chinese Bibles. It's the Bible, what we read in English, King James, but it's in Chinese. Because they knew that we was going into slavery, and we would be scattered all over the world, all over the earth. You know what I'm saying? We would learn all types of different languages. You got black people that know Spanish. You got black people that knows how to speak Mandarin. You got black people that know how to speak Greek. You got black people that know how to speak all types of manner of different languages. So you need to translate the Bible where they can be able to understand it. All right. Any more questions? Any questions, comments, or concerns? All right, with that, I'm going to pass the class to priest and officer the Paz Kaya. All right?
Shalom, Israel. This is I.S.U.P.K. security announcements. We're the I.S.U.P.K. start off 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for a new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister come to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are here to be saluted only. They are here to set themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 to 10. My Ishra, that means tenth in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department of teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you like to give. The next holy convocation is the Passover. That's less than 5 weeks away, April 24th. Make sure you pay your $200 fee for adults from 17 and up, and any kids from 16 on down come in for free. But make sure you pay your $200 fee, Passover fee, before you make any other traveling arrangements. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boot, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. With that, Israel, men Israel, Amayim, you stand, give one curse salute to the men of Israel. Give one curse salute, men of Israel. Amayim Sabbat, Amayim Barak.
Yahweh Shem Shabbat.
What I said to you from Hebrew to English, that the Most High, in the name of Christ, bless you. Yad Matah means hand down. Sar means turn. To sister. Got a sister standing on item. Okay. 45-degree angle, like that. Right over your left. Head down. Shake your face to the Lord. When it's a Barak, have your right hand on your chest. Men of Israel, give one curse salute to the sister in the classroom. Men of Israel, Amayim Sabbat. Amayim Barak. Yahweh Shema Eftah B'Shem Yahshai. What you just said in the English, from Hebrew to English, may the Most High watch over you in the name of Christ. Yad Matah means hands down. Class dismissed.